What's going on with my flash? You know what it is, man. Bringing you guys another video, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Week 6. Are we in week 6?
Yeah.
Week 6 fantasy football video, man. Bringing you guys a very special guest GM here, man. Arnold Ferrari, man. How you doing, man?
Well, I'll say that I know for our league, we got like 8 good GMs and 2 bad GMs. The Seahawks not looking good this year. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Russell Wilson's hurt, you know. The Browns are 4-1. You know, things are a little crazy right now, you
Facts.
know?
Well, shit. Y'all know what it is, man. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Turn those post notifications on if you guys haven't, man. So let's go ahead and review last week. Okay, so last week in the Z League, look at this matchup right here, man. I was so pissed off, man. 133 to 135 against Dom, man. I mean, this one was wild, man. And it hurt because now I'm 1-4 in this league. So now I'm like in a do or die situation. But shout out to Madison for putting up 26. Saquon 0.9.
Hey, I almost drafted him, and the reason I didn't was those injuries. Boy,
yeah, bro,
I knew
don't
it.
like that field they got over there at MetLife. I think it's really, really trash. Then we had Cooper putting up 146 against just Neil's team. Golly, he needed that win big time right there. And then we had Gabe losing 139 to 153. I believe that was Gabe's first loss, and that was McLaurin F1's first win. So his team finally showing up the way that they were supposed to be. And then we had Move Them Chains lose 136 to 196. Keanu, calm down. 196, bro, chill. And I gotta play him this week.
Did you guys play the same format we play next
the
week?
same style.
He dropped 196.
196. The same PPR. Everything is the exact same
He
as
had
the
all
other league. So,
players.
huh?
I said he had all the right players.
Absolutely, man. I feel so bad for David Crocker. It didn't even matter at that point. And then we have Lamont putting up 51, 128. Adriel, who's undefeated 5-0, man. Shout out to AT holding it down. And Lamont over there not paying attention. He's acting like the other two shitty GMs that we got in the other league. So we're going to make fun of him, man. You guys not paying attention, man. Y'all suck at fantasy football. I mean, Dalvin Cook is sitting on your bench, and he's going to start this week. Anyway, man. Okay, so here we got, you guys can see the Z League matchups on the screen, man. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with Koopa versus McLaurin F1, all right? Now, both of these guys are 1-4. Oh, let me come back to this screen. So, both of these guys are 1-4. That's the key thing we got to look at here. So, this is do or die situation for both of them. But they both got teams that are actually better than what their record reflects. But we also got a lot of injuries as well, too. Okay, so let me bring it back to open up the bench right there. So here we got the starting lineups right here. I'm looking at this, man, and I'm loving Najee Harris Sunday night. I'm loving these running back tandems that these guys got. They got good receivers, but you also see that, you know, Russell Wilson is down. And so we got Lamar Jackson against the Chargers. Man, it's a very interesting matchup. Their flexes, you know, I don't like OBJ in the flex. And is Cortland Sutton going to go off against the Raiders? You know, he might. So for me personally, this week in the first match that we're looking at, I'm actually gonna rock with McLaurin F1. That's right, I'm going with McLaurin F1 this week to pull it out. I think that Aaron Jones, Jonathan Taylor, Claypool, McLaurin, they're gonna have really, really good games, and his flex is a tremendously better flex than Mike's, in my opinion. So what do you think?
Oh, yeah. So I agree. First of all, Court and Sutton, they are playing a division game, so you know they have extra motivation to put on. But yeah, no, definitely McLaurin. Yeah, it's like what's the dude's name on the left? What team is that?
Oh, that's Mike's.
Mike. Oh shit. See, he got like a good couple star pieces, but he's missing like important pieces. You know, like stars and pieces. Yeah.
Right.
So.
Okay, well, shit. Now we'll get to the next matchup. We're going to look at Gabe versus... All right, next we got is Move Them Chains and Flash Them Eat... Oh, my goodness. Man. Whew. Okay. Next we got is Move Them Chains and Flash Them TDs. Adriel versus David, man. This is going to be a great one, man. Adriel's 5-0 and David is 3-2. The definition of bend, don't break. But they already had some guys play. And you see Brady got 18, Miles Sanders got 8, Suckup got 4. So this one's going to be interesting, but I'm going to go with Adriel. I mean, the dude hasn't lost yet. I don't see there's any reason to bet against the best team in the league. And Christian McCaffrey's not even playing in his lineup. That's the other thing about this guy. So what I'm looking at, I'm going to rock with Adriel. What you think, Arnold?
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to, because if Miles Sanders would have had himself a game, maybe it'd be going the other way. But I think that hurt.
That does make a big difference right there. And then he's got Thielen in his flex, so that's like, ooh, it's a big upgrade right there.
That's a strong flex, yeah.
All right, so now y'all know what time it is, man. Flush that toilet. It's time for the Z League Toilet Bowl matchup of the week. That's right. Okay, now look. We got just Neil's grand team versus Lamont Slapbacks. Now, the reason why this is the case is because just Neil, you're 2-3, and Lamont's 2-3, but Lamont isn't really setting his lineup. So he's not helping your average. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he actually put Dalvin Cook. I texted him this morning, said, put Dalvin Cook in your lineup. We're doing the fantasy show, so that way it doesn't look as bad. But he finally put Dalvin Cook in there, so that does make it look a little different, man. So I'm going to go with just Neil this week, man. I think overall he's going to have a better team. I don't like Gerald Everett at tight end. Yeah, maybe he goes off, but it's really just one of those last-minute put-together lineups just because he hasn't really been paying attention the last few weeks. And Godwin only had 9. I mean, I know Tampa Bay only had 4 points, but I think overall I'm going to lean with just Neil this week. What do you think?
See, yeah, and also because, so Dak Prescott, he could go off for, 40 points, whereas Trevor Lawrence, he's not going to go off for 40. Right. And I like his running back and receivers better, too. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Jazz Neal as well.
All right. And last but not least, y'all know what it is, man. The Flash Zillions Z League matchup of the week. That's right. And that's right. It's CD's Nets versus Original Closotius. My boy Keanu. Now, the reason why this is matchup of the week is because, 1, my season's on the line. 2, Keanu's playing great. He's one of the hottest teams in the league. He's 3-2. But the other thing is, looking at the matchup actually the way it is right now. So Antonio Brown went off and had 24 points, and Mike Evans only had 4. And we're literally neck and neck right here in this tight matchup. So this one is going to be a really, really close one. But I had so much issues. Let's take a look at my team, man. I have Deebo Samuel on a bye, Saquon out, Julio Jones been struggling with injuries, Elijah Mitchell's out, George Kittle IR, Jerry Jeudy IR. It has been a drop guys, add guys thing. And this guy had Leonard Fournette 30 on his bench, while Darren Waller is chilling on his bench too. He's stacked. And so this is it right here. I think this is damn near my season on the line at this point. So this is the matchup of the week. But I'm going to go with myself. I think Thursday was a great indicator of my luck. I love my matchups with Miami at Jacksonville and London. I think these guys are going to go off over there. And Chuba is playing for Christian McCaffrey, so hopefully we can get those extra points. Taylor Heineke, the Chiefs give up the most fantasy points to quarterbacks. He averages 4 fantasy points a game rushing alone. The Chiefs average 28 fantasy points given to a quarterback a game. So Patrick Mahomes, go out there, light it up, drop 40, and let Taylor Heineke play from behind. I need a big-time game. I need not some average 20 game. I need a 27, 25-pointer. So I'm rocking with myself. Who are you going with?
So here's the thing. I am going to go with you because Mike Evans had a poor outing. But
yeah, that does make a big difference.
But I do think you're crazy if you don't start Aaron Rodgers.
Against the Bears?
Because it doesn't matter.
Aaron Rodgers. Season total, why I won't start Aaron Rodgers. Season total, Taylor Heineke actually has more points scored than him right now. And here's the other thing. He's playing against the Bears. He's played okay. He scores 20, 19. He scores 21. Then he scores 20. Then he scores 19. The Bears, to me, I could just I could be wrong. He might go out there and score 24, 25. But I could totally see him go out there and struggle, maybe score 1 or 2 touchdowns. They come out of this game with a win, 17-13 against a good defense. Are they playing on the road? Yeah, they're playing on the road. So like, I'm just like, you know what? We know Taylor Heineke's gonna play from behind. I'm gonna rock with Heineke. He's scoring more points than Rodgers anyway. So
But here's the thing, though. This is the way I would look at it. Right? Is Heineke? Look at his like last 10 games or whatever, 6 games, however many games he's played. Right? Find what his floor is. Then you look at Aaron Rodgers' last 8 games and find what his floor is. And it's probably a lot higher for Aaron Rodgers. Meaning,
So here's what I'll say.
even
His ceiling
if they
is
go to this
far
point,
higher than Aaron Rodgers' ceiling has been the last like 5 weeks. So and
all
now
right.
he has the best matchup he's had this year. So if here's what I'll say. With all these things and facts we've laid out, if I end up being wrong, I'm okay with that. Like I'm okay with that. But what I won't be okay with is if I start Rodgers and he comes out there and fucks it up just because he's Aaron fucking Rodgers and I just let go of his name and I can look at the numbers and just be fantasy perspective and I could probably win a week where I'm 1-4. That's the thing. I can't afford an Aaron Rodgers 18-point game. You know what I'm saying? I need a 25er. I need a 27. I need somebody that's gonna be desperate to win their ball game. Not someone that's gonna need Aaron Jones to carry the load. Fucking Aaron Rodgers, can't trust him. It's just the name at this point. Let me ask you this: do you want to trade for him?
Huh?
Do you want to trade for him?
Trade for him? No, I don't want to trade for him.
I just play. But my whole point is, I don't know. I think his name, like obviously he's good, but if I can find some better matchups, I might not need to always start him. But we'll see. I might pay the price, but I think that could be the play that either makes me lose or win the week, like you said, actually. So.
Well, hey, look, it's a great GM move because you got a scapegoat. Well, it was Heineke that fucked it up.
That's facts.
It's easier to blame Heineke than it is that
That's facts. That's a great point, honestly. Okay, so without further ado, man, y'all know what time it is, man. Throw the X up. Yeah. Throw it up. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I was like, where is it? Yeah, there we go, man. It's time for the X League, man. Y'all know what
this
it
is
is.
this is the Gold League, the Platinum League, whatever you want to call it. This is the Diamond
League. This is
League.
the Gold, Platinum, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Okay, so let me just pull this up. Actually, what we're gonna do, and I should have looked at it in the other league, but we'll just do it for this one because this is the Gold League, the Platinum League. Let's go ahead and look at the standings here, all right? And I don't want to look at this because the standings do not look good for me. But as we see, after 5 weeks of fantasy football, man, Meese 4-1, sharing the top board with Arnold. That's great. And Meese over here scoring 754 points. Wow. This dude had a lot of injuries, but he's still balling out. Von de Goat doing a great job. Judas up there. Now, here's what's funny is from position 3 all the way to 9, where you see me at the bottom, we're all one game within each other, Like within a matter of 2 weeks of fantasy football, this spectrum could change tremendously. And remember, guys, you only got to make top 6. That's right, top 6 to get in there. Okay, so yeah, I'm just looking at this off bat, and what are you thinking about, and as far as the standings and stuff?
So, as I mentioned earlier, Swag Station. I don't know how you lose 5 games, but he's also 0-5, I think, in the other league. So how you lose 10 games out of 10?
Oh no, he's
boy,
not in the other league.
You're trying to lose. If you work this hard at winning, you do losing, you might have a few wins. No, but
damn, Swag, this is bad,
no,
bro.
But
I don't know how you're 0-5.
The team that I really like, though, is Von de Go. Actually, I was looking at his roster and I was like, damn.
Yeah, he is a pretty good team, to be honest, man. What a time, man. All right, well, so shit. Let's go ahead and take a look at the matchups from last week. And, last week's recap. Nope, that's not what we want. We want week 5. Week 5. Okay, so let's look at week 5, man. You guys see here, I played Michael last week. It was CD's Nets versus Orange because me and him both needing a big time win here. And if you look right here, man, this one hurt, man, because I was winning the whole game. The whole game. I was winning the whole game. And Kareem Hunt, oh my God, his pair of running backs putting up 25 just absolutely hurt. Devontae Adams, I was sustaining against his 37-point game. But then Saquon Barkley, point 0.9. You know, that just ultimately just deflated my whole team. So it was tough, man. And then we look at blink and I'm gone. Arnold, 147 against Swag, 82. How you feeling about that one?
You know what's funny is I would have lost against any of the other winners.
Damn. That's so true. Holy shit. It was damn near, you had damn near a bye week, to be honest. And then we had just Neil's team, 140 to 170 gridiron game. Just Jeff putting up major points in big time fashion when he needed it the most. So that's cool to see. We had Vaughn to go 165, and he still lost. Because Jeff Scott, let's go ahead and take a look at this real quick.
Hold on. Let's just
173.
how many quarterbacks does this man draft, and this fool still is winning games?
This guy put up that much points and has won that many. And I've made 26 roster moves. He's made 3. He has more quarterbacks on his roster than he's made roster moves, and he has the same record as me. And that's why fantasy football is bullshit. Yeah, man, this was a wild one right there, man. And then last but not least, we had Judas putting up 123 and losing to Los Duros Mis, who's hitting hot right now, 162 points. So shout out to him in first place. Arnold's direct competition right there. How you feeling about that? Have you played him yet?
I'm not sure actually. To be honest, I think my one loss was had a stinker in like week 2, I think. I forget who I lost to though.
Got you. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the X League matchups from this week. All right, you ready for this, man? So we got CD's Nuts versus No More Locked Doors. We got the Heineke situation again, so we probably don't have to go into too much detail. And it's funny because I have Aaron Rodgers in this league too, so it's the same decision. You know,
listen, diversify your quarterbacks like you would diversify your stocks, my man.
In fact, I think I'm just diversifying pretty well with Heineke. Let's go, baby. Hopefully he can do some shit against Heineke. Is that the ketchup brand? And Mahomes likes ketchup? I don't know. I'm just putting shit together in my head. All right, so if you look at this matchup right here, man, hey, Claypool's been hitting hot lately. I don't know about DK without Russell Wilson. I mean, he's still DK, but his running backs is interesting, man. I have a better flex than him. Like, that's clear. But his tight end went off last week. So, if you're looking at the projection, it's pretty tight. I'm picking myself. What do you got this week?
So, I'm going to actually go with Patrick Mahomes. Who are you playing? Let me see. No More Locked Doors. I'm going to go with No More Locked Doors.
Ooh,
only because,
to be honest, man, it's like, it's not even like, his team looks. I don't understand how they're good.
Look, I was targeting Mark Andrews in the draft because I figured maybe Lamar might take a step forward as a passer this year.
Right.
And he did, and he loves his tight ends. You know, passing in the middle of the field is a lot easier than passing out to the hashes. So I was actually targeting. He got him the same round I was going to. He was like a few picks before me. So.
Okay, so next, let's go ahead and take a look, man. We got Orange Kush, who's 2-3, playing Los Duros, who's 4-1. Okay, what a match we got here. And Godwin already played. He had 9 points on Thursday night. Interesting here. I wonder if Mike Williams is going to play. I think he's still questionable this week. But who are you rocking with this week to win? Right now, it's saying Mike has the advantage, and he has a pretty good team.
I think I would go with Mike. So did you see that? God, what's his name? Nick Chubb. He's out for the week, so that means Kareem Hunt's gonna get the start.
Yeah,
he's liable to.
Actually, I'm gonna rock with Mike as well this week. I think that his team's finally been showing up the way they're supposed to. He's gonna get a much necessary dub, 3-3. I'm not sure who Meese has played, but maybe he's starting to play some better competition. But I think Mike's team, like you said, is overall Kareem Hunt could be that big time X factor. So
yeah.
We'll see.
And then the only thing I have questions about is how all these Raiders players are going to play after this week, specifically after all that John Gruden stuff went down. So
that's funny. Okay, so next we got is just Neil's team versus Vaughn the Goat. Ooh, this is gonna be a good one too because they're both 3-2. All right, and so these guys are trying to take that next step to secure a playoff spot early. And if you look at this team right here, this is oof. It's going to be interesting. I don't know how I feel about Emmanuel Sanders on Monday night. he's probably gonna. I mean, this Tennessee Titans defense isn't that good either. And then we got Jamar Chase in the flex. For me, I don't know if T.J. Hawkinson is playing or not, but for me, I'm gonna rock with Vaughn the Goat this week. I love Jonathan Taylor, how he's been playing with Swift, Travis Kelce. The Chiefs are gonna come out and prove something that day, so I'm gonna rock with Vaughn. How are you feeling?
Yeah, so Neal, bro, you got to do something about AJ Brown. That's not a number one receiver, man. It's projected.
Ooh,
You got to look at projections, and then you got to look at what they actually output. You know what I mean?
right.
I'm
Let's
just,
see. He had a good week one, and then he had, and then he got hurt, right? And then he
I
came
mean,
back.
even
Yeah.
49 yards isn't nothing
Woo!
to write home about, you
Diona.
know? So, it's because they
Okay.
got Julio out there now. So, anyways, and then, so I'm going to take Vaughn the GOAT in that one
Okay. And
as
now
well.
y'all know what time it is, man. Flush that toilet. Y'all know what it is, man. Wipe your booty. Did Jeff Scott just come out of the bathroom because it stank like dog shit? No, I'm just kidding. All right, so here we go, man. We got Gridiron Gang versus Swag Station now. I think it's obvious. Arnold, why do you think that this is a toilet bowl match of the week?
Well, we got an 0-5, and then we got a guy with 5 quarterbacks on this roster. So that says a lot about the, you know.
Holy fuck. Okay. So, with that being said, man, Mike Evans already played. And Devontae Smith already played. That was an interesting play there in the flex. I think that he was hoping that he was going to have a big game on prime time. And then, same thing with Miles Sanders in the flex. Only 8. How interesting, man. With that being said, I'm actually going to go with Swag to win this week. That's right. That's right. The guy we've been low key roasting on this episode, man. My brother, man. I miss him. I'm gonna rock with him to win this week, mainly because this play right here, Devontae Smith having 5. You could maybe survive it if your other guys played good, but Mike Evans only having 4. That's gonna be hard to come back from. Dalvin Cook coming back after being time off is probably gonna go off. I love Allen Robinson against the Packers. Diggs, Gibson. I like that, man. I'm gonna go with Swag this week to get his first dub. What are you thinking?
Yep, I agree. I mean, if he loses this week, man, he's just not meant to win. I mean,
And all you gotta do is get top 6 technically. So it's like if he was gonna really like try, you just have to win and just never lose again, basically. At this
it's a
point,
good
which is
strategy.
not impossible. Fantasy football, impossible is nothing. I think we all know that by now. Now we're rocking with, y'all know what time it is, man. The X League matchup of the week. That's right. And it actually features our guest GM of the week. How funny is that? And that is not on purpose, ladies and gentlemen. I have no biasness when I pick it. I absolutely pick it based off the standings, the rivalries, everything, and just the matchups. So this is a good one because Geedith was dominating the league. He was basically the first player in the league the whole way until McCaffrey started getting hurt. That really does impact your team overall, especially if you can't get his backup. Cough, cough, because I got his ass. And then Arnold over here has been surging, bend, don't break. Even though he's had some stuff that he struggled with, the team has played good overall, 4-1. And we got guys already played. Antonio Brown, 24. Tampa, 4. Tom Brady, 18. And right now, the projection, let's ignore it because he had to take Christian McCaffrey out. And I'm sure he's probably having to figure out who he's going to plug in there. I'll show his bench so we can see what options that he could potentially have. Singletary, I don't know. Maybe he's going to go pick up somebody off the waiver. We do have some time till Sunday. So we'll figure out what he does there as far as bend don't break in that aspect. But this week is going to be interesting, man. Ooh, Arnold, why don't you let me know how you're feeling and I can kind of analyze this.
Yeah. So actually, what's funny is before the game started, he was like a big favorite to win, right? And
Uh-huh.
AB went off, and then defenses are kind of hit and miss. Really, as long as they don't like get you 0 or like somehow negative points, get 50 points dropped on you, you'll be all right. So I'm feeling like I'm gonna win this week because honestly, the running back depth, on the waiver wire is kind of garbage. So whoever he's going to plug in there is not going to be great. He might be looking
Right.
at him. It's going to be 10 points on a good day, maybe.
Right. Now,
So,
it's tough because like I'm looking at this and I am leaning towards Arnold, but I do think it is still a bit of a coin flip. But obviously, this is subject to change because you can put a different guy in there. But what I will say is I love his flex. Michael Pittman versus Houston. And I do love Cooper Kupp and Justin Jefferson. In my opinion, I feel like I don't know why my gut is just telling me that Cooper Kupp and Jefferson might just go the fuck off these weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, they might go off for like 34. Like, Cooper Kupp might show us why he's been Cooper Kupp. Darren Waller and them might come out and show, John Gruden was racist, but we're not, whatever the fuck is going on there. So, it's hard. It really is. And I have Mike Gesicki in the other league, so I love Mike Gesicki, but I'm going to go with get it this week. And the reason why is maybe it's because I want to see Arnold at 4-2 and then Keith at 4-2, and then the standings become that much more competitive. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that between the combination of Jefferson, Kupp, and Waller, and then Pittman being that X factor, they have a really good, I think Arnold can put up a lot of points, but they have a better chance of exploding. And if that explosion happens, then that can be hard to come back from. But yeah, it's tough because at the same time, if they don't explode, I think overall Arnold's team has just a standard, just really good lineup that he'll put up a lot of points. But his team has this explosive capability. I don't know, man. Even the more I talk about it, I'm still
my team is consistent every week, is what it is. They might not my win. I'm not going to touch the 90s, but I'm not going to fall below.
Straight up. And honestly, ladies and gentlemen, that is why it's matchup of the week. It's the hardest ones to pick, and you can be wrong most of the time.
I would have picked him if he could have played McCaffrey, actually. But now that McCaffrey's out,
right? It makes me realize, damn, how good this guy's team really is, or was at one point. So, shit. Well, yeah, man. So what an exciting time, man. It's already week 6, man. So you guys keep staying active, man. Keep setting your lineups because all you gotta do is make the top 6. Let's go take a look at the standings real quick again. Now that we looked at all that, and what we're looking at here is interesting because Arnold's 4-1. So what is his motivation? Chase that bye week, that early bye week. You never know what can happen. You guys might need time to come back from injuries, especially this year. Might give you a week to figure out the waiver. And for everybody else that's down here, if we're looking at, I'm gonna be honest, between probably not Nathan because he has a good enough team. Probably not Keith either because he has a good team. But between just Neil, Gridiron Gang, Orange Kush, No More Locked Doors, and me, that's 5 teams, huh? Out of us 5?
5 or 5 of us.
Only 2 of us are making the playoffs. And the reason why I put just Neil's team in there is I think you've been lucky with your record, my man. So
but too, there's also a couple teams at the top. They lose one of their top guys, and all of a sudden their team's not looking so strong. And they might drop.
And so I think that it's going to be a very interesting look when we come back and we do the fantasy video in 3-4 weeks and we see how the standings look then. So stay on it, you guys. Stay competitive. Is there anything else you wanted to say? Any last closing sentiments?
No. I think we covered it all.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Well, shit. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. Good luck this week, man. Hopefully you guys' players don't get hurt and they stay healthy, all right? And hopefully we can get some big-time dubs here, man. Till next time, man. Appreciate you guys, man. We out.